This week in my hometown of Houston, Texas, we celebrated an event that wasn't exactly Apollo 11, that's the first moon landing, but the excitement surrounding our space program is at a level I've never seen in my lifetime. Scott Kelly came home last week. That's astronaut Scott Kelly, returning home from the International Space Station, or ISS, after almost a year in space. Houston is home to the Johnson Space Center, the home for mission control as well as the main operations for the ISS, so needless to say, it's a pretty big deal here. I was thrilled to be assigned there Wednesday when Kelly was scheduled to return from his 340 days in space. It turns out Kelly's flight was late because of weather delays, and we had no access, unfortunately, to the facility because Vice President Joe Biden's wife, Jill, was touring the facility and it was on lockdown because of Secret Service. Still, we got to be on the grounds there at the Johnson Space Center in anticipation of Kelly's return. Kelly's stay on the ISS made him the most experienced U.S. astronaut. He's now spent 520 days in space. That's pretty cool. During this record-setting mission, the station crew participated in 400 or so investigations to advance NASA's mission. And Kelly specifically was participating in a number of studies to inform NASA's journey to Mars, including research into how the human body adjusts to weightlessness, isolation, radiation, and the stress of long-duration spaceflight. The coolest part is that Scott's twin brother and former astronaut, Mark Kelly, who is married to Congresswoman Gabriella Giffords, participated in parallel twin studies on Earth to help scientists compare the effects of space on the body and mind all the way down to a cellular level. That's pretty cool. What was also remarkable was Kelly's social media presence. He tweeted and posted pictures to Instagram the entire time he was in space. He had a very memorable one of him being thrown a football by Stephen Colbert before the Super Bowl this year that I really loved. It's social media continued doing when he landed on Earth the other night as well. Kelly landed Tuesday night in Kazakhstan and got on a NASA jet to head to Houston. When he landed, dignitaries like Jill Biden, NASA's administrator, as well as President Obama's science advisor, were there to greet him, but Kelly only had a short window with which to do that. That's because NASA said they needed to get Kelly to the Space Center to immediately begin testing him. One noticeable change for Kelly, his height. He came back 2 inches taller than his twin brother Mark because a lack of gravity causes the spinal discs to expand. Experts also said Kelly might have balance and muscle issues as well as a smaller heart when he returned, but because the heart doesn't have to work as hard in space. Kelly ventured outside the confines of the space station for 3 spacewalks during his mission. He told reporters that after he landed, that a year was a long time to be up there, but that he'd stay longer if it was for the benefit of science. He was scheduled to speak before the media at a news conference this past Friday, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to say.